shoulders. If I'm here, I'm not as strong. If I'm here, I'm not as strong. Okay, but if I'm outside 90, I'm much stronger. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at 90 degrees and let's see how long I can hold Jeff from plunging this knife into my chest. I'm only at 90 degrees. See, my elbows are flared out. Go ahead and try to push it in. Use your strength. It's gradually. Yep. Okay, I'm not very strong. I'm going to lose. Okay. Now you see Jeff. He's a very big, strong person. Okay. I'm kind of a skinny, fat guy. All right. If that makes any sense. What I'm going to do now is the only difference that I'm going to do is he's gradually going to apply pressure. Is that I'm going to go outside 90 and I'm going to splay my fingers. Go ahead. Right, sir. And I'm going to put all your weight up. Okay. Outside 90, I'm much stronger. Were you able to break that? Were you able to come down on me? Okay, so what we want to do is make sure we're not going all the way up here. Do that. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and basically pull out of my grip. No, pull out. Okay, it's much easier to pull out of the grip there because I have no flexibility to extend. Okay, so the first part we're going to do with our drill is we're going to pretend that we have a knife. And we're going to be at 90 degrees. Good, so what we're going to do is we're going to review that bear hug drill. Simply comes into this position. Hey, I don't have any problems. He's going to tackle me high. My hand's going to be up in this position here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw finger splayed, outside 90, up, out, down. From this position here, I'm going to throw a reverse knuckle punch, kick to the inside of the leg, and I'm going to back off. Okay, one more time slowly.
Everybody, let's get on this side over here so you can see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hey, I don't want any problems. I don't want any problems. He bear hugs me. Okay, very typical attack off of an initial ambush. You're going to see very gross motor type stuff on the ambush or the initial assault. Usually it'll start out like this. We call this the monkey dance. Monkey dance is, hey, man, I don't want any problem. Well, we don't. Like this, they're not quite ready to fight. Then what will happen after that? Especially when you got people watching. So everybody's doing this. Yeah. You won't see that so much. But you will see this. If this is the first initial contact, usually it's either going to be a haymaker or one of these. Okay, watch any real fight. Just Google real fights on internet. This is what you'll see. The same thing. It'll either be a haymaker. Whoa. Okay, it'll be a high tackle. Boom, or it'll be a low tackle. Boom. I can use my spear for all of those. Okay. So from this position here, I don't want any problems. He tackles me high. 1, 2, 3. So we have a bear hug. Okay, look where my hands are at. Natural flinch. Hands come up to protect the command center. Everything that's important up here. I was late on it, doesn't matter. My hands are where I need them to be to protect me. I want to create space so I can do bad things to the bad guy. Okay, taking off of what Mr. Rainmaker said over there. From this position here, I go up, out, down. Okay, that's the first place we're going to go. After that, we'll add some techniques to it. Okay, but I can't throw complex motor skill if I'm being ambushed. I've got to get to a point of domination. Does that make sense?
Sir.
Good, let's try it. I was trying to get my spear in here, and he's trying to crush me. So what I'm going to do here is outside 90, create some space, right? Sorry.
Get everybody to this side, please.
Sir.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where I'm at. All I'm trying to do is if my arm is underneath here like this, I want to try to create some space. Dig it in here. Outside 90, finger splayed. There's my opportunity to create some space, and I can start doing whatever it is that I need to do. Okay, maybe it's coming up, pulling him off, so I can, throw some strikes and escape. Okay. That's why I call it junkyard jiu-jitsu. It's not real technical. Technique kind of goes out the window when it's a real fight. So I'm in this position here. It looks really bad for me, right? All I got to do is get this in. Keeps him from striking me. Okay? Maybe I can pass here and start striking. Okay, but there's a lot of things that I can do at this position. So one is I'm going to come up, go into this position here, maybe into an armbar. Okay? Sort of leg tackle. But it's a bridge to my next move. That make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now look what I'm doing. Driving up, there's my spear up into the upper body here. And when I'm right into a ground and pound position or a transitional movement. Okay, do I want to get in here and do jiu-jitsu? No. Strike the groin and get out. All right, so the drill is very slowly. After you've gotten knocked down, hands are going to come up, move into the weapon, take that weapon away. Once I'm here, get to my knees this way, and that's the end of the
thousands of years. You can do whatever you're best at. If it's running away, okay, I run away. If I get somebody bigger and stronger, Coach Devin, Coach Steve, whomever, I may just run. But you stop the attack on you, and then take them down, get them neutralized, and then either take the fight to them because you're good at it, you're comfortable with whatever you're doing, or if you need to boogie because you think, hey, I can't compete with this person, you do that. But stop that threat, use the technique initially to do that, then move on to whatever you're best at. Does that make sense?
Circle, and they get beat down for it. It's called EBD, educational beatdown. Okay, so these different things, these happen not only in our world, but we're animals, so it happens in the primal world as well. So we can learn a lot just by watching nature and watching culture and watching human behavior. The way fights go down is not the way we train them; it's the way that we're behaviorally, the way our DNA is set. Okay, so it's very, very primal. You'll never see this on the street. Okay, you might see something like this, throws a punch, whoa, boom, boom, you know, where initially it looks really chaotic, but once I have him no longer where he's at, then I can start getting technical, or I'm on top of him, he goes down, I'm mounted, then you'll see this, you know, more of the precise stuff. But initially, if you don't have a whole lot of technique, it's still going to look like this. Okay, even with trained guys, it's going to take a little while before they realize, hey, I can start setting, you know, my technical skills up. So is it important for us to train technically? Yes. Do we spend an inordinate amount of time working on technique? Yes. Okay, so where's the balance? The balance is that we need to introduce emotion. We need to introduce the psychological aspect of it. There's three things that happen in a fight. Well, there's a number of things that happen in a fight. But do you get hit first physically, or do you get hit first emotionally and psychologically in a fight?
Emotionally and psychologically.
Emotionally, yeah. And I'm going to kick your... Okay, so what's going through his head right now? A little bit of adrenaline bump going, why is this guy going to assault me? I haven't hit him yet, but emotionally he's been hit. Psychologically, my body posture is telling him something. It's telling him fight or flight. The faster I introduce stimulus into him, the more of a pronounced flinch he's going to have, which is a good thing for him. Okay, so who controls the fight? Good guy or the bad guy? Bad guy does, right? What I like to tell cops, because I train police officers, is bad guy controls what we do to him. Okay? So what we want to do is that he does that initial assault or that ambush, boom! It allows me to get to a point of domination so that I can start doing all my technical skills. Now, if my kick is crappy and it lands and it's effective and it hurts him, does it matter that it was crappy? No. Okay, a crappy kick that lands is better than a perfect kick that never does or is never executed. Okay, so don't worry about that. What we're trying to do is just think about the psychology of the fight. Okay, let's just move on into that that scenario. So it comes up, we got the monkey dance going on. Man, don't make me, somebody hold me back. Okay, you've all seen that before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because we're primates, okay? We're not that far removed, we're primates. Apes and all this, so we watch their behavior and we wonder, hey, why do we do what we do? You guys ever seen police officers after a long chase of a pursuit? What happens? When the car gets stopped. They all rush the car, right? We're not trained to do that, so why do we do it? Because we access the primal part of our brain. We get this group mentality. Okay? What happens when you see a zebra getting taken down by one lion or a hyena? 10 other lions and 10 other hyenas come up and attack it. Okay? If you took the two and you put them right next to each other, us going up and crowding around that car, and the hyenas jumping on that zebra, it looks very similar. Because we're no longer in the cortex of our brain. It's very emotional, it's very primal. Okay, so understand that we can't control some of those things in a fight. So it's really, really important to understand those aspects. They're actually more important than the physical skills. Okay, so we've done our monkey dance. All of a sudden I push him, he comes back, he's pushing me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start working my technique off of that. So from this position here, I push him, he pushes me. I know it's coming in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hug this first arm. Okay, so it's just a kind of a gross skill. Takes a little bit of timing here. His hands come in. I do one of these and I grab this arm across here like this. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. Okay?
Let's move it around to one side again so you can see how his arms are moving.
Sir.
Maybe we've done a little bit of pushing a couple times. He pushes me. Man, stop. I push him again. He does it, and that's my thing. Boom, I'm going to go right in and hug this arm. That's going to be our first technique, okay? Going into something very, very here. He's really strong. I can't get this arm straight. Doesn't matter. Let him control the fight. Or let him control what happens to him. All right? So once again, this is the technique is he comes in and pushes me. Whoa, I grab this arm here and I hug onto it. He tries to punch me. I'm going to get him up, get a little pain compliance. I try to do this. I can't get it. He doesn't go. Arm bends. Let it bend. And just simply walk backwards.